They say the crown is the most powerful symbol in Britain. A kingdom built on rules, silence, and duty. But then came a woman who would change everything. A woman named Diana. She didn't come from royalty, but from humanity. She didn't speak with power, but with kindness. She didn't follow the rulebook, because she lived from the heart. And that was the beginning of the palace's biggest fear. 19-year-old, she believed she was walking into a fairy tale. But the crown had expectations. How to walk. How to talk. How to smile. How to hide your feelings or. Diana tried. But she wasn't made for silence. She wasn't made to pretend. She was made to feel. Inside the palace, she found herself surrounded by gold, yet feeling emptier than she ever had. The grand walls that impressed the world became the walls that trapped her. She once said, "Everything is too loud for me on the outside, and too quiet on the inside." Most royals wave from far away. Diana refused. She hugged strangers. She held babies. She touched the sick when the world was afraid. She sat on the floor with children. Every act of kindness was an act of rebellion. The crown believed in distance. Diana believed in connection. The crown believed in image. Diana believed in truth. And slowly, the world began to love her more than the monarchy itself. That was the moment the palace realized Diana wasn't just a princess. She was a force. The crown tried to control her. Her wardrobe. Her words. Her interviews. Her emotions. But Diana's light could not be dimmed. She cried alone behind palace doors, but smiled courageously before the world. Her marriage was falling apart. The man she loved someone else. Everyone knew it except the young girl who had believed in fairy tales. And while Charles returned to the woman he had never let go of, Diana returned to the people. The palace remained silent. Diana chose her voice. One night, Diana did the unthinkable. Something no royal had ever dared. She sat down before the world and told her truth. In this marriage, there were 3 of us. The crown froze. It was more than a statement. It was a revolution. She spoke about her pain, her loneliness, her struggle to fit in a world that never accepted her. And millions cried with her. Because for the first time, a royal was not a symbol. She was human. The palace was furious. The crown was shaken. But the world embraced her more than ever. After her divorce, Diana lost her official title, but gained her true identity. She was no longer Her Royal Highness. She became Diana, the most famous and beloved woman. She championed causes no one dared speak about. Landmines, homelessness, HIV patients, single mothers. She used her heart as a weapon, and love as her power. But freedom had a cost. She was chased, followed, hunted by cameras. Every move recorded. Every emotion sold. Still, she refused to hide, because the world needed her. The palace believed that Diana was too emotional, too unpredictable, too human. But that humanity is what made her unstoppable. She became bigger than the monarchy itself, not because she wanted power, but because she wanted love. And when a system built on silence faces a woman who speaks truth through, there is only one outcome. The people choose the heart. And they chose Diana. In Paris on that tragic night, the battle ended. Not because Diana lost, but because her light was too bright for this world. Her funeral became a moment history will never forget. Not for its sorrow, but for its unity. Millions cried. Millions prayed. Millions realized that Diana wasn't just the people's princess. She was the world's heartbeat. Today, years later, Diana still wins. Her sons speak of her with love. Her causes continue. Her compassion lives in every person inspired by her story. The crown may be unshakable, but Diana shook the world. And though she faced an empire alone, her victory relies in one truth. The crown ruled with power. Diana ruled with love. And love always wins.
Subscribe.